We also have the option in Photoshop to make our image black and white. So the really easy way of doing that is image adjustments, choosing black and white. We can drag these sliders to affect various parts of the image. Our hair is quite red, so the reds are affecting. Yellows is going to be skin tones, and in this one the greens, the blues and the magentas aren't going to do very much. We can also add a little bit of a tint. I like to add a very small tint and either very orangey or quite red, but I prefer the orange. So that would be my image, black and white. Another way to make your image black and white is to very simply use the gradient tool. So using image adjustments and gradient map, we select in here and we choose basics and select black and white and then hit OK. And we have a very strong black and white image there. The more complicated way, but quite efficient way of also turning an image black and white is to use the Camera Raw filter. So in Filter, Camera Raw filter, it can take a second to load up. We are going to see a screen that looks a little bit like this. We want to hit the little 4 rectangles here with Browse Profiles. We're going to open B&W, and you will see there are many versions of black and white. Each one is a little bit different, and you can choose the one that you like the most. So some are really high contrast, some are really low contrast, but there might be one here that really works for you. At the moment, I quite like black and white 12. Now that's not enough for me. I also want to, once I've selected the one I like, I'm going to go and hit back, and I'm just going to make a few minor adjustments. So I'm going to play with the highlights here just a little bit, just to bring out her eyes a little bit. I'm going to play with the shadows just to lift in a tiny bit of a hair detail. The whites, I'm going to not take the whites of her eyes too bright. I'm going to take the blacks down a tiny little bit in the tone. Not too much because it's too heavy. Just a little bit. And then that's my final image. I'm going to hit OK. And there is my final black and white image.